What's up with your Drumsun?
Oh man, running shit international. You know how we do it.
Everyone in the world has gone to bed one night or another with fear or pain or loss.
Yeah, I was born in a city called Eugene, Oregon. I mean, this is like one of the 50 capitals of the world. Ken Kesey and the Merry Pranksters.
It's amazing. Wherever that abides in the human being, there is the nobleness of the human spirit.
I was born here in Eugene, and out of that milieu of people came a master named Bob Snodgrass. And he had actually adopted a technique of glass making.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise.
He's famous for discovering or designing the one-piece bone pipe. And that pipe has sold tens of million types since.
Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just 'cause I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Just like suns and like moons, with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high. Drifting on by, you know how I feel. Still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? It's a new dawn, it's a new day. Bowed head and lowered eyes. It's a new life for me, yeah, it's a new dawn. Shoulders falling down like teardrops. Weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just 'cause I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness. But just like life, I'll rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh, does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thigh? And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel.
What's up with your Drumsun?
Oh man, running shit international. You know how we do it.
Yeah, I know that. I've been knowing you for a few years, and you know what I want to talk about is you have a very unique style of creating glass and making pipes and all kinds of things. I'd like you to tell me a little bit about that. I mean, that's amazing how you.
Sure. Yeah, I was born in a city called Eugene, Oregon. I mean, this is like one of the 50 capitals of the world. Ken Kesey and the Merry Pranksters came out of here, and there's a very counterculture reality that was born here in Eugene. And out of that milieu of people came a master named Bob Snodgrass. And he had actually adopted a technique of glass making that actually was originally used in art in Cupertino, California, and in the picture tubes and televisions. They used silver to actually make colors in the picture tube, silver and gold. And a lot of people don't know that, but when Bob realized that, he adapted this technique for what's called color changing pipes. And that's the school where I came out of, from one of his archangel students by the name of Tory Lester. And Tory, man, was famous. He actually was, he's famous for discovering or designing the one-piece bone pipe. And that pipe has sold tens of million types.
You talking about the weed pipe?
Yes, sir. The small bone weed pipe that almost everybody who's ever went to a concert or anywhere has bought.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So is that how you got into it? Because I met you in Amsterdam, and
well, what happened, man, is I was living in a tree, actually, in Eugene, Oregon, practicing Kung Fu. And I'm a Kung Fu man, actually. And I was in a tree for 6 months, and I came out, actually, and my best friend at the time, his name was Chris Gifford. He was actually just learning how to blow glass, and so he brought me over to Tory's house, who was the archangel student of Bob Snodgrass. And he said, hey, what do you want to do? And so I said I want to build bikes. And so I was building these choppers, custom chopper bikes for a while in the shop.
Real bikes?
Grateful Dead, yeah, these chopper bicycles, but they're Grateful Dead.
Wait. Are you talking about real bikes?
Yes, sir. Bikes you ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was doing that for a while in this glass shop, but I was watching everybody blow glass the whole time. You dig it? And at the time, the Grateful Dead were big, and so they were doing these big sales. The glass blowers were going to these Grateful Dead concerts and making $50,000 a concert. You know what I mean? And so one day, Tori asked me, he says, "Hey, Drum, I know you've been watching. Why don't you jump on the torch? I want to see what you got." And that day was legendary. You know what I mean? It goes down in history. The first day I blew glass, I made 67 perfect pipes.
Wait. 67 perfect pipes, like glass marijuana pipes?
Yeah, 67 of them. The first time I blew glass, the first day.
Well, what do you mean when you say perfect? See, I don't know about glass, so what does that mean?
That means you could throw it on the ground, it wouldn't break, it would bounce on concrete.
Is there a technique to that?
Yes, it's called the one-piece dragon tail style. And it's famous to this day. We're the only glass company that actually has that technique to this day. In African Ash Glass, we're the foremost makers of the what they call the one-piece unbreakable pipe. But after that, I studied all types of glass. I went up to Seattle and I dealt with Tripoli for a while. I dealt with Pilchuck glass. I dealt with Reekfield glass in Amsterdam. I actually went to the Spanish College of Design and Sculpture, and that's in Malaga.
You also won the Cannabis Cup in Amsterdam when I was there.
Yeah, for sure. I won the first Cannabis Cup actually for glass and glass sculpture in 1999. Actually, and there was an all-comers, basically a world contest for all the best glass blowers in the world, and we converged on Amsterdam, and I basically beat everybody's ass.
Was that the first one? Was that the first? Hold on. Was that the first? That was the first glass blowing contest in the Cannabis Cup, right?
Yes, ever offered it. A lot of people don't know this, but there was an Operation Pipe Dreams in America where they shut down all the glass blowers, and that was 98 actually, and that was the year that I moved to Amsterdam, and so I basically kept the entire pipe industry alive through a monopoly out of Amsterdam through African Ash Glass. And that's why everybody knew about my company, because I was really the only place you could buy glass paraphernalia for nearly 10 years. So
okay, let me ask you this. So now, so you moved there, what year was it again?
I moved to Amsterdam actually in 1998, and I won the 1999 Cup and the year 2000 Cup.
So when did I meet you in Amsterdam? What year was that?
You met me 2002, I believe, the year after I won the last cup.
Oh, I see. So, but on top of that, you are a grower. But I'd like for you to send me some of your glass so I can show some of the people some of the stuff. But you mentioned, before we get into the growing, you mentioned you just finished a life-size something?
Yeah, I finished the world's largest hollow blown glass dragon. It's actually 10.5 pounds of glass. It has a 2.8 foot wingspan.
Is that right? Is it smokable?
Yes.
Is that right? How many people can smoke off of it?
Oh, just one. It's a classic, African Ash winged dragon. Yeah.
Wow. I've seen you did a motorcycle, a helicopter.
Well, the world's heaviest one-piece construction I did was Gypsy Nirvana's tattoo. You remember when I did that piece for him?
Gypsy Nirvana, yeah, I do. That was in Amsterdam, right?
Yeah, that piece, that was one of the heaviest pieces I've done. It was an 18,000 euro piece. He still has it, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was released from prison in Manila just recently, so you may be able to get a hold of him in England if you look up Seeds Direct.
Okay. So do you remember Hoodlum, Hemp Hoodlum?
Of course. His company is called Sky High. He's actually in Boulder, Colorado right now. He's selling the company is called Hood Lamb.
Hoodlam, yeah.
Sky High in Colorado. We have in contact with him because I'm not sure if you know, but I own the Oregon Hemp Company.
The what?
We're the largest distributor of high THC hemp in the fucking world.
Is that right?
Yeah, man. And we're actually about to do our maiden THC crop, and we already have. I sent out the letters to the Oregon State. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to be actually the first company that's turning the hemp of high THC plants into actual hemp textile.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Yes.
You remember the interview I did with him when I was there?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, he he used to make everything out of hemp. Clothes, hats, shirts, bags. I mean, and so he was discussing with me.
We're going to source the hemp from our own farm. It's actually going to be high THC hemp.
I see.
Yes, sir.
I remember he made a bulletproof hemp jacket for Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're working with. The THC, the Hoodlum manufacturer. That's who's going to be doing our actually after we do our textile with our fabric, we're actually working with Hoodlum to make the actual what they call the Hoodlum. They call it the Hoodlum Backstreet jacket. Is what it was called originally. It's a bulletproof jacket. It's actually an AR-500 up to a 30-30 caliber bulletproof jacket.
What a jacket like that costs, man?
Those jackets go for $1,200.
That's cheap.
No, it's affordable. I mean, the average bulletproof vest costs you about $350. So you're getting the plus of having a bulletproof AR-500 level bulletproof vest, and you have a beautiful hemp hoodlum jacket. You know what I mean? They're all in one, so it's a win-win for $1,200.
So over the years, the many years, and even prior to hemp being illegal, it was a fantastic product. We talked about Jack Harrah. You remember Jack Harrah, who had made this book, 50,000. What was that?
Oh, the Emperor Wears No Clothes.
The Emperor Wears No Clothes. Yes.
Yeah, Jack. That's definitely.
So, but you know Jack too, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he was out of Mendocino for a while there, and we were actually growing the Nigerian diesel. Was one of the strains that he had adopted from me, and this was about 15 years ago. When this is basically when his daughter and Ed Rosenthal actually is who it was.
Right.
Actually working on the Jack Harrah strain.
So that's what I wanted to get to. So Jack Herrera, that strain, people call it Jack Harrah, but that's from him. He created that, or how did that happen?
Yeah, that's his strain actually. And what it is actually, it's a Mexican strain that came from the Oaxaca Valley and had a very distinctive flavor. So he selected those seeds and just went with that strain. He developed it to the point where it was very, very distinguishable with his name.
Wow. So okay, let me.
Jack Harrah is very well known strain.
So okay, I know you're dynamic at blowing glass. I know you do a lot of things. You're a martial art expert. But you're a grower.
Yes, sir.
You grow every kind of marijuana, even vegetables and fruits. Am I correct? Am I missing something?
No, that's how we do it. I have an electric food diet, which means I eat food that is actually high in alkalinity. And so that's why we incorporate the organic gardens with the marijuana. And I've been growing marijuana here organically or biodynamically, which means the holes that we're using are in the earth. We don't use any peat pots or anything like that. We're growing in the earth. We don't till the earth. We actually do it naturally with some big, large holes, and we amend it with chicken shit, horse shit, bat shit, and cow shit, and dolomite. And we keep it very natural. So all we use is water through the season. So there's no nutrient adding or bottle feeding or anything like that.
Can I ask you a question? Where the hell do you get bat shit from?
Oh, bat guano's everywhere. You can get it all over. Any cave, almost all over the continent.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So what you got coming up? Tell me what's going on, man. What you got coming up, and how can we reach you?
Well, right now we have a little jazz show going on. It's KWOW on KMET online online television. We did a little jazz show and a hip hop show, and it was it's going to be debuted today at 5 o'clock. Actually, today's Saturday, so you can tune into that and check it out. And then I'm actually right now doing an audition for the new Spider-Man movie, and it's down to me and 4 other people. I'll be a police officer actually in a couple of the scenes. Actually, it's a talking scene, so I'll be there for the whole duration of the movie. But I'm only in about 5 shots, but they're actually speaking roles, and so that's what I've been working on that too.
So
that's all been online audition.
So now wait a minute. You also are a music artist.
Oh yes, sir. But I have a CD coming out. It's gonna be coming out. It's the original one that I have. It's called Browning. It's a full-on bebop jazz CD. And then I have the next one that's coming out. It's just entitled Drumsun. And then that's that straight up just world music, like Eddie I style music.
Yeah.
Then I have the Black Stone, you dig? And that's just straight up hip hop. And so those 3 CDs I'm gonna drop this summer. I believe around July 1st, maybe July 4th. I don't know.
Dig that. I'm gonna hit EI up, in the next couple of days or so. I told him I was gonna call him because he's doing some great things along with you, as y'all been doing for over the years. And I know we can't cover everything that you guys have done, but we want to be looking out. So if it's Facebook, if it's email, I think people would like to be able to know more about the glass and even the martial arts stuff and the things that we talk about.
You can check me out at African Ash Glass on Facebook, and then for more, you can actually music and contacts. You can look up Drumsun Richardson on YouTube.
Right. So we had a hell of a time in Amsterdam, man.
Oh shit, man! I did 5 minutes of comedy on your set. You remember that shit? I don't fuck around. That's my job, man.
That was at the Comedy Cafe, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. The Comedy Cafe live and direct.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, man. I'm gonna get back with you because sometimes you talk to people and they don't do what they say, and you can't always tell that right away. But you always been a man of your word, and I appreciate that. And there are very few people in this world like that. And sometimes you got to take a chance on somebody, and but then you sometimes have to just feel them out. You know what I mean? But as long as I've known,
my Lord.
Yeah. As long as I've known you've been straight arrow, and I'm gonna be back in touch with you, man. And so anything else coming up that we need to know about?
Well, the one thing that you really should stay tuned for is actually this. I'm opening up the restaurant. I actually just acquired a new resort in Hawaii. It's called the Garden Temple Resort. It's in Kalapana, and we're inviting open-minded people to come out and dance with us. No masks are allowed. This is a healing place. We're dealing with love and food and good vibrations. And so that's a big, big event that we're dealing with. A big project that I've been working on for a while. It's again the Garden Temple Resort.
And when is it?
Big Island, Hawaii. So you can check that out on Facebook.
When is that coming up?
Oh, I own it now, but the big site we're doing the dances every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yes, it's $10 to get in, and you have to be a very open-minded person. That is there to dance and share love and light, because that's what we're dealing with the elves, the eternal light frequency. Everyone lost and found. That's what we stand for.
I got it. Wow, Drumsun, I've been knowing you for quite many years, and I've known that you were extraordinary in the things that you did, but you do many things, and I'm proud of you, and I'm hoping and praying that you continue on. And if you need anything, all you got to do is call me. You know that.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. If you talk to Eddie out before me, give him a shout out, and I'll talk with you soon. Oh yeah, what's his name? Just got out of jail. What's his name? He went to jail for growing a bunch of plants on Highway 20.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, I know you're talking about that. What's his name? Ed.
Yeah, Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie.
So is he out?
Eddie left.
Eddie left. Is he out?
Yeah, but he can't even hardly talk. This motherfucker got some kind of stroke or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, I believe he had a stroke.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to hang out with him. You know, we used to hang out with all the cats out in Amsterdam, man. So, yeah, no,
He came to the Elf. He hung out with us. He was wanting to get the Texas skunk and whatnot from me. He grew quite a bit, actually. He was big for a minute, but then he got caught up.
Yeah, he went up against the feds before that shit was legal.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Didn't work out. One time. Well, all right, Brother Drumsun, we appreciate you, African-ass Glass. I'm Jay Johnson. We chilling here at the church layer. So I'll be talking with you. Well, hopefully we can get you on video and people can see who we're talking about. If you send me some of your glass work, I'll certainly put it on the screen for you.
Definitively, it's a business doing pleasure.
I like that. Well, peace and love, my brother. I'll talk with you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Does my sassiness upset you?
Explain how you know how I feel.
Why are you beset with gloom? Just 'cause I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room.
Sun in the sky, you know how I feel.
Just like suns and like moons, with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high.
Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel.
Still I rise. Did you want to see me broken?
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
Bowed head and lowered
It's a
eyes.
new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn.
Shoulders falling down like teardrops.
Life for me.
Weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just 'cause I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness. But just like life, I rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs?
And I'm feeling good.